house with the Blue Angels. That's a miracle. That is a miracle. And today we were outside getting some fresh air for a minute, you know. We've been cooped up in the hospital all freaking week. We've been cooped up in the trailer all freaking week. We've been cooped up everywhere all freaking week. So we were like, okay, let's go get some fresh air. Then all of a sudden, this humongous plane, the biggest plane I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I don't know if it was World War II. It looked like that type of era, like a cargo plane or something. Or one that opens up and drops out bombs, or I don't know what the heck it was. But either way, it flew right over our house. We saw so many cool things. Even though we had a kid, I was still able to see part of the air show. And that meant a lot to me because I love when they come. I love the air show. But the baby didn't even wake up one time. But yeah, he was born April 19th, 2018, 7 pounds, 13 ounces. And we're tired. But I've been getting a little bit more sleep than she has, but we've only had a few people come over, but not inside. So if there is anything that anybody would like to donate to us, you can go ahead and do so. Just message me on Facebook. I just don't want to blast my phone number out online across the whole world and get a million prank calls or who the hell knows. But yeah, we're so tired, but that's okay because every second of being tired is worth this. So, one more, sorry, I'm just exhausted, tired. That's why I sound so tired. So one more round of applause for Zaydon, and we're going to go take a break, and then we'll be back. This is Vbpt Peace Talk Radio. This is Cameron, and Larry cannot be with us for certain reasons, and that's okay.
Please use discretion when you're messing with the message man. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand. Please use discretion when you're messing with the message man. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand. My people singing, my people singing. hope you're dead, cause how could you sleep at a time like this? People, they rhyme like this, we're all impressed by this. They rip it, flip it, but these are just triplets. Wrote this in 3 minutes, 3 words to a line. It's just poetry divided. I'm the kind of guy who takes every moment he knows he can fight it. In music to use it, for others to use it. You're dead, cause how could you sleep at a time like this? Life is up here, but you comment below. And the comments will always become common motivation to promote your show's next episode, so your brain knows to keep going even though it's far from this moment. But you and I know it gets better when morning finally rears its head. Together we're losers, remember the future, remember the morning is when night is dead. Release me from the present, I'm obsessing all these questions. Why I'm in denial that they tried their suicidal session. Please use discretion when you're messing with the message, man. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand. Please use discretion when you're messing with the message, man. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand. My people singing, my people singing, my people singing.
This is Vera Beach Peace Talk Radio. Welcome back to Vbpt Peace Talk Radio. My name is Cam, and I'm sitting here with baby mama. Baby mama. Congratulations to you. So, we're glad to have you here.
Mm-hmm. My name is Courtney Chapman.
Yep, Courtney Chapman, my fiance. So, tell your story. How did everything go down? Like, from the beginning of being at the hospital until after the baby was born.
Well, as I got bigger,
and don't mind her, she is a little tired, you could imagine.
As I got bigger, I got this sciatic nerve problem, and we had to go to the hospital for that. And I've been on bed rest for a while, and Cameron took care of me. And then during the end of my pregnancy, we thought he was coming, so we would go to the hospital a lot for false alarms. Turns out he's not coming yet. And then finally at 4:30 in the morning Thursday night, I got up to go to the bathroom like I usually do around that time, and my underwear was soaked. So not like my water didn't break completely, but it was leaking. So we went to the hospital at 5 o'clock in the morning, and turns out that my water was leaking, and they had a break, and I was going into labor, and I had do natural. Well, we were at the hospital for like 13 hours, and the whole day Thursday. And then they had to break my water. I was 3 centimeters dilated, and then they still felt the water bag, so they had to break my water. And then I went up to 6 centimeters dilated, and then like a couple hours. And then when they broke my water, that's when I felt the contractions, and I was screaming and crying because those contractions really, really hurt. And then they brought in the epidural doctor, and since I have 2 rods in my back, I had to do it a special way, and they numbed me so good that I barely felt the contractions. And then Cameron was out of the room to go get something, and I told him not to leave because just in case.
And what happened?
Well, like 20 minutes when he was gone, I went up to 9 centimeters dilated, and then he had to rush back into the room before I gave birth. And I tell you what, he was a champ. He didn't pass out or got sick or anything. And my mom and my sister, and he was in the room with me.
It was adrenaline. The adrenaline really is the thing that got me to where I wouldn't get sick. If it wasn't for that, and seeing all this happen, and the adrenaline, and making sure she's okay, and all this, and there's no way in hell I'd be able to do it.
Yes, and